was so attached to this man. Like right now, I am hurting. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Lady Bree, and I'm back with another video. You heard? What's up, y'all? So today I've been like just thinking a little bit. I know you see by the title, and it's not really a story time. I just want to get on here and just vent. I just feel like I'm talking to myself at this point, even though y'all want to see it. I just feel like right now I'm just talking to Brianna, and that's something that I could allow myself to do on my channel, which is very good for me, and like I just see growth in that, and just allowing y'all in on things that's going on in my life, being real relatable, being real, being raw, telling y'all everything. But I wanted to record this weekend, but I couldn't because I lost my voice, and I'm just trying to get it back right now. So if you hear like little cracks and stuff in my voice, don't mind that. Disclaimer now, okay? But I made me a little drinky drink for at home because I just been going through like a little mind boggling today. So I just want to get on here, speak my mind real quick, have myself a little drink, and yeah, get ready for tomorrow. I want to go and say self-love journey is hard as shit. And it's never ending cycle. Like it's never ending journey. You never stop working on you. You never stop doing things that you need to do for yourself, your son, your family, anything that you got going on. You never stop doing that. You always still continue to work on yourself no matter what. So it's never an ending journey. So don't think that there's a finish line to being happy or to just working on yourself. But I want to get on here and I just want to say, like, today's been just really, I just been thinking a lot today. And I reached out to like 2 people today and I just needed to vent, basically. And the stuff that I'm going through, like with court, you know, the court situation that I told you on my last previous videos, I'm going to court for that. And then I'm also going to court for child support. So that's another thing. So I just feel like I'm living in the court system, like at this point. And it's kind of messing with me a little bit. Like I never really, even like the 15 hours in jail, like I never really seen myself really being in the court system like this. Like I feel like I'm damn near lived there. Like I feel like I've been in court like 10 times within the 2 months. Like that's, I'm exaggerating, but that's what it feels like to me. And it's kind of playing on my mind a lot because it's just like, what am I doing to better myself? What am I doing to better being a better mother to my son? What am I doing to be a better woman for me? Like not just for a man, but for me. Like I know what I could bring to the table. I know I have potential to bringing that to the table, but what am I bettering for myself? Like what kind of woman do I want to be for me? And that's a really tough question because you really have to dig into yourself. You really have to ask yourself why a lot of times, and you have to be true to yourself. You can't lie to yourself. Like that's one thing that you cannot do in your self-care journey. It's never lie to yourself. Be always true to yourself. My mom tells me that all the time. And I'm trying to be true to myself, you know. There's times in my head where I just think and I just be like, dang, why'd I do this? And I just never have the answer, you know. But yeah, like I was saying, like going through court, and then also dealing with things that's going on with my baby's dad. Like it's a lot. And I know like I'm not the only female out there that's dealing with baby dad issues, but I just feel like, you know, I just feel like he had just such a big vengeance against me. Like it's crazy. And I just think to myself, like, what did I do? Not that what did he do, but what did I do to make him feel this way? To make him just make it look like I'm just somebody that I'm not. Like, what did I do? You know, and I can never get that answer from him because right now I need to steer away from him. And it's super hard because I never been in a relationship when I had a kid. And now that I am emotionally attached. And this is so hard to say, like, being emotionally attached to somebody is super hard to get out of. Because I found myself always giving. And I never get the same in return. And I told myself before, like, previous relationships, that I always caught myself giving to them, like doing this, cooking dinner, you know, giving up the ass. Like, I'm gonna be super real with y'all, giving up the ass, cooking dinner, doing things for them. I just always just felt myself giving a lot of times in my previous relationships, and I never got that same energy in return. And if I did, it was a fraud. It wasn't a real, genuine give back. You know what I mean? So I told myself that I was going to stop that. Like, and it's not because of my past that I stopped it. It's because, like, now I know my worth. And, like, now I'm like, if I give to you, I'm going to make sure that you're going to be able to give me the same energy in return. And it's going to be genuine. So now I want to see that from other people. Like, I'm not going to be the first one to give. I'm sorry. Like, not just because of my past, but I'm not just going to be the first one to give and then get burned in the end. I can't do that to myself. I can't do that to my mind. Just because of the space that I'm in right now, I don't have that to give, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I can't give out from an empty cup. And I'm pouring from an empty cup. It's impossible. And so I also found myself being around the same kind of guys. I see myself always attracting the same kind of guys. And I want something different. I want a different kind of man in my life. And in order to do that, I got to work on myself. I got to do something different for myself. And I want to get on here because my mom said something to me that made me really think, like, if your life is not together, then you will allow others in your life when theirs aren't together. So I will allow anybody, like, okay, like, I know that my life is not all the way put together, right? Whose isn't, you know what I mean? But I know right now that my life is not all the way put together right now. Like, I still have emotional detachments that I have to make with certain people in order for me to move on. I have to do certain steps for myself, for my son, in order for me to be a better mother, be a better woman for myself. And I didn't get those things down packed yet. So right now I'm like, okay, my life ain't all the way together. You know, my financial, you know, stability ain't all the way together. So if you come into my life and, you know, you got it, but you don't got it all the way together, I'm going to allow you to come into my life, which burns me in the end because I don't need that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? I have to do something different. And today is Tuesday, December 20th. Starting tomorrow, which is, well, tomorrow is Tuesday. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm really just getting on here and just venting to y'all because I never do a video this late. But it's 1 o'clock in the morning, which is Tuesday, December 20th. And this video will come out to you guys on Wednesday. But tomorrow, which is Tuesday, I have to start doing things differently. I have to start attracting different people into my life. I have to do me. like, I have to really focus on Brianna. Like, who is she? What kind of woman do I want to be? And why do I keep giving to people that shows me that they're not worthy of what I'm able to give, you know? And I was in a 10-year relationship, y'all. And it's so kind of like blurry a little bit because I was super, super young. And I was so attached to this man. Like, so attached to this man because he was my first love. Like, I didn't even know about love back then, but he was my first love. He was my high school sweetheart. I see myself like being with him for forever and ever and ever. And I was with him for 10 years. 10 years. You know, I even held him down in jail for 4 years. And he came home and, you know, he expected something from me and I expected something from him, and it didn't work out. But I have to go back into that relationship and find where I let go of him. Like, how did I let go of him? Because I was emotionally attached to him. Like, nobody could tell me nothing about this man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if I seen it in my face, I was like, I'm blind. And I'm making a joke about it, but I'm dead serious. A lot of us females do that. And I have to go back and realize, and I have to go back and think of, what did I do to emotionally detach myself from that person? But that relationship is so blurry because it was so long ago. But I have to do some research on me. I have to, because I have to get that answer. Because right now I'm emotionally attached to my baby's dad. I said it. I'm emotionally attached to my baby's dad. And I'm only saying that because I'm being so real with myself. I seen a relationship with my baby's dad. I seen a future with my baby's dad. I still seen a future with my baby's dad, like in the back of my head, like maybe one day, maybe, but I can't do it because that relationship is so toxic and it's not good for me. It's not good for me. It's not good for my son. It's not good for the people around me that's trying to help me out of that situation. And I just gotta emotionally let go. I give so much into him that I find myself getting burned in the end. Like, he blatantly told me, like, I only said this to get you on my good side. Like, who does that to people? Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, sometimes I think it's karma for me. Like, I probably messed up this one guy's head so bad. Like, I wasn't really intentionally there. I was just fooling around with him. It wasn't really serious on my end. It was serious on his end. And I felt bad. I did so wrong to that person. And like, I told him something that clearly was not. You know what I mean? I played with his head. I played with his mind. I played with his heart. So I'm thinking, like, sometimes maybe this is karma, you know, for me. Like, karma always finds itself back around. But in order for me to stop that and not let the karma keep going, I have to figure out why. I have to figure out what kind of woman I want to be for myself. I have to figure out what kind of mother I want to be to my son. I have to figure out what expectations I have for myself, and I can't bend on those expectations. Like, a lot of people, like, I'll get into certain situations and I'll tell you like my expectations, but a lot of people will try to make me feel bad for having those expectations, or think that I'm crazy for having those expectations. And it's like, no, like, I'm 30 years old. I expect this from you. I expect that. I expect that. And if you can't give me those things, then I gotta leave. But I never leave. That's the problem. I never leave. I get blinded from their there are red flags here and there, and I'm like, oh, whatever, like I'm just doing me, or I don't really care too much. But deep down inside, yeah, I do care. Deep down inside, like I don't want to give off that energy. I don't want to hurt another person. I don't want to hurt somebody's mind. I don't want to hurt somebody's heart. I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. I don't want to hurt somebody's soul. I don't want to do that to that person, because I know how it feels, for one. And for two, I know how it feels to get played with. And for three, I know how it feels if somebody's not truthful. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that to the next person, and I don't want to keep that cycle going in our generation, because that's where a lot of that's where a lot of like issues come in with like black women and black males. Like they are not truthful and they play the game, and then next thing you know, like then that person is hurt, and then that person is gonna hurt the next person. That person, I don't want to have that cycle. And like my mom said before to me, hurt people hurt people. And right now I am hurting. I'm hurting. I'm hurting because I never found myself being here. Like I never found myself actually really being here. And like everything happens for a reason, but I never really see myself actually being here. So with all that being said, I just want to get on here and tell you guys that self-love journey is so hard, and you have to do the footwork or you're not going to get anywhere. And I haven't been doing the footwork, y'all. Like I've been doing like little stuff like maintenance and getting my face together, and you know, making certain decisions on certain things, because there's certain decisions that I made that are wrong because I'm emotionally attached to people. So I make my decisions off of emotions. So I just got to get back to me. Then I gotta recreate myself. I gotta figure out the woman that I want to be for myself first, before I can even be that woman for a man. You know, the man that I want, the man that I deserve. You know what I mean? I want somebody that's going to love me for me. I want somebody that got their shit together. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody that's going to be like that. But in order for me to get a man like that, I got to be that for myself. If you get what I'm saying. Like, if I want a man to have his life together, I got to have my life together. If I want a man that's going to be honest with me, I got to be honest with myself. If I want a man that's going to court me, I got to court myself. If I want a man that's going to love me unconditionally, I gotta love myself unconditionally. I'm gonna hold myself accountable. I'm document this because I just really want to document this. I just really want to see how far I came. I really want to look back on how far I came, and I really want to document this right here. I need to start writing things down. If anything that comes to my head, I need to start writing it. I need to start reading more. I need to start just putting positive things into my head. When my mom sends me things, when anybody sends me things, to be positive about the situation that I'm going through, I need to, you know, take heed. I need to listen. I need to really write down notes of what I thought about it, how I felt afterwards. I really need to start doing that for myself. And then everything else was just going to fall in line. But I have to do the footwork. There's going to be times where I'm going to have to change people that I'm around. Keep doing certain things because I have to work on me first. Or I'm going to be right here saying the same thing in 5 years. And I'm not trying to be 35 saying the same goddamn thing. I'm not trying to be on YouTube saying the same goddamn thing. I'm trying to be on YouTube way back. I'm trying to have my stuff way out the water by I'm 35. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to start now, and it's never too late. Don't think just because, oh, she's 30, she's starting late. No, it's never too late. Never too late. So I just want to go on and say, love yourself. Whoever needs to hear this, hear this. Love yourself. know your worth, work on yourself, work on the woman that you want to be for yourself before you can even be that for a man. And if you expect for a man to do this, ask yourself, am I that for myself first? Because if I'm not that for myself, how can I expect somebody to be that for me? So starting tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm gonna start showing up and showing out for me first before I can show up and show out for anybody else, because I have to pour from a full glass before I can give to you guys. Like, I have to, you know, I have to pour from a full glass before I can give it to, before I could pour into anybody else's. Like, I have to be full. So in order for me to be full, I gotta do the footwork. And y'all are gonna come with me. Y'all gonna hold me accountable. I'm gonna hold myself accountable. That's why I'm documenting this right now. And I love y'all. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, put your bell notifications on so you're notified every time that a girl is dropping, because this weekend is Christmas. It's December 20th, so I'm definitely gonna be vlogging. I'm super excited. I'm definitely going to just keep everything real with y'all, relatable, raw. I ain't sugarcoating nothing. Y'all gonna know what a girl's going through, period, because this is a platform to showcase that, you know what I mean, and not be scared to let people into your life. So I love y'all. Stay true to yourself. To that own self, be true. And yeah, I love y'all, and I'll see you on my next video.